Do you guys want to see my new plant zoos? I can't show you all of them because some are in my bathroom, but I can upload them to Instagram. But this is a new one. This is a ficus. It's called a ficus. It's really pretty. Look at him. Isn't he cute? Mega cute. Like it give to protect. Made it in time for plants. Yeah. Hydrate the plants. I hydrated them on the weekend. Every Saturday I hydrate them plants. Hey me. We have shitloads of those white ones. They're just like Bunnings, these ones. They just come in various sizes. You just have to be careful with these ones because so if you do get these ones from Bunnings, so the only place they have to drain is this tiny little hole here, right? Hey Woody. And because of that, I would suggest putting a layer of stones at the bottom to make sure that like it makes it a little bit more difficult to drain water completely. So if you have a plant that's like really fussy with making sure that the water drains out every time you water it, then you got to put some stones out there. I've heard of plants that don't take water and live off air. Is that true? You mean like succulents? I don't know. And then what are some new ones? Oh, this one's made progress. I can show you. Let me show you all my pothoses that made hella progress. All my pots have a layer of stones at the moment. The indoor pots don't have holes in them. Oh. But if the indoor pots don't have holes in them, that just means you don't repot them into the actual pot. You leave them in like one of those so you can take it out. That. See, like this one doesn't have a... Yeah. So you do it like that so that they can drain out the bottom. And it doesn't like... Yeah. And you can buy these plastic ones and just repot them into the plastic one and then just chuck the plastic one in there. This is a little pothos I got ages ago and it was kind of all over the place, but it started reaching out towards the sun. I haven't cleaned up the poopy leaves because I was waiting for it to kind of sort itself out a little bit, but I could eventually chop it here and then plant this vine as well because see, it's got like a little root. It's got a little doodle coming out. So that's that one. It's coming along pretty well. I haven't repotted this one at all. It just seemed to be really happy, so I didn't bother moving it for now. If they're happy, I just don't fuck with them. And I got this new lad, but I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. But one of its leaves doesn't look very happy, but it seems to already be growing a new one since I repotted it in here. So like, and it's been literally 2 days. They're called air plants, but they still take water. Oh. And I want to see what... Oh my God. Anyway, anyway. Looks like it'll survive. Oh, good. Is it called box of plants or plants in a box or plants in a box? That's where we got ours from. Succulents, no. Indoor. I want to know what this one is. Assorted pack of houseplants, assorted succulents, air purifier pack. Ficus. It's a... I think it's this one. It won't let me copy past the text. Oh, Malomena Sunshine Gem. What do they look like when they grow? Rainforest plant. Really? Anyway, it looks kind of weird. So it's only tiny right now, but I planted it quite deep because it's one of those like weird plants that like it has roots just at the very, very base of the plant. So the main plant is just like kind of flopping about, but apparently it's supposed to look like this. Apparently it grows like this or something. Kind of looks like a peace lily, kind of, only it's just green. Plant it deep, baby. But it's like this neon one. But yeah, I don't know. So hopefully it goes okay. And there's like another version of that one. This is the pack that we got. But some of them I gave to my mum, obviously, because I had duplicates. So this one, I have one in my bathroom already. So I gave mum the other one. This is this one. The ficus. This one, I'll show you. In there, and he's got a little baby too. I don't know if you can see it, but it had a tiny little baby attached to it, and I couldn't detach it because the roots were so tightly like smooshed together. I don't know, it looks like it's an Australian site. I think it's specifically Australian.
Hello, team.
Hey, Blee. So there's that one. Are y'all ready for this? I don't know if y'all are ready for this. Because I've repotted this one. This is the third time I've repotted. What the shit, dude? What the fuck? This is a Syngonium. When I first got it, it was fucking tiny. Let me see if I can grab one from the bathroom as a comparison. Okay. So this is the pink variety, right? This is the pink, like, it's got, the leaves have like a pink cast to them. And this has probably grown to twice the size it was when I first got it. It was probably like up to here. It was tiny, tiny. So this compared to like the size of my head, right? This is how big it used to be. And now it looks like this compared to the size of my head. Yeah. I love this. This is one of my this is one of the plants that I'm proudest of, honestly. And they look real cool how they grow. Yeah, this one my baby. My baby. And all my palms are going pretty well too. But yeah. What a big boy. And he's even going like a little. Is he growing too? My mum took one of the leaves from the middle and we started propagating it, and now that one's growing like an additional plant all on its own in a completely different thing. But it started growing like an extra little. See, right in the middle? That's where we took it from, and now it's growing another leaf out of it. Crazy, huh? So cool! There's some more that are just like way too. There's some more that are just way too big for me to show you guys. But these are the ones that just hang over my desk now. These have grown heaps as well. And this is one of the ones that I cut the vine and propagated it, and so that one's in my bathroom. I repotted that one yesterday too. I might as well just go. I might as well show you those. Planting and gardening, calming, swaggy. I've been in so much physical pain for weeks and weeks and weeks. And on Saturday, when I was repotting all these plants, I felt no pain whatsoever the entire time until I came back into the house and sat down here and was like, I don't know, scrolling on Twitter or something. It's crazy. And then this is its sister. This is the other one, which is getting there. When it starts like smacking me on the head, in the face as I walk past, then I'll shorten the vines and propagate those and repot and whatever. So there's that. Take this one back to the bathroom. Okay, show you a comparison. Why does everything hurt? Stress, not being able to go to the gym because of Rona. Stress. And yeah, not being able to sleep properly. So this one, let's see, where is it? So this tiny little pothos boy, here, when we got ours, it was like those longer vines that I showed you. It's tiny though, but those longer vines that I showed you, except a lot of them actually had fully grown roots coming out. So I just like cut them up and just planted them together. So these are all just like sections of the same plant that I just planted together. And this is like a more mature version of that. So when the roots start taking and it starts growing, it'll grow a whole bunch of extra roots and extra leaves, and all of these will be like separate vines that grow out of each of the leaves and stuff. So that's really exciting. And this bunch of roots used to be in here. So I planted it in a bigger pot on Saturday. All of that used to be in this little pot, but it started like coming out the bottom. So that's when you know how to move them up. One of my ferns, legitimately, I had put off repotting it for so long that the roots, it took me so long to get it out of the pot because the roots like fused with the inside of the pot and created its own pot within a pot. Like I had to like grab a knife and like put it around the outside to try to separate the roots from the actual pot itself. And then when I took it out, it was literally like a little bowl of its own roots. It was so cool. Jumped over an 8-foot flimsy chain link fence. Oh no, what have you done? What did you do? You shouldn't have even been outside, mate. Anyway, so that's my like main plant update. And this thing should be attached to a bulb, but it's not. It just had a bunch of roots, so I put it in its own pot hoping it might live. So it's just kind of surviving. So I can't show you the rest of the ZZ plant because it's too heavy. Fuck it. I'll see if I can show you just in case. Before I do though, this was the fern that was in that tiny blue pot that I just showed you guys. And I repotted it into this one and it was literally just, yeah. Oh my God, my plants make me so, I feel so much better now just because I'm showing you guys my plants. I feel so much better just because I'm showing them to you so I get to touch them and stuff. So good. You have a great green thumb. It's all just, what's it called? Trial and error. You just have to look for the ones that are actually easy as fuck. You kill a few of them sometimes. Some of them half die, but you manage to save them just by chucking them in water. And like, you're fine. Well, thanks for the follow, friend. Yeah, so that's that fern. So hopefully it gets even bigger now because I didn't know what kind of pot to put it in because like it just keeps growing sideways, outwards. But that's that. And then I might as well just
have fun with you
for now, I guess. And then the giant one. Please, thanks for the follow. I don't have any advice for anybody because that's not my job and I can't help you. Thanks, Blue. I have to laugh. It looks like grabby hands. I know. It starts growing like little fingers and shit. Okay, hang on. So this is the rest of this boy. Does it really help to talk to them? I think so. You're just like, you fucking cunt, why aren't you growing, you bastard? And then it's like, ooh, sorry. What's it called? These are Zanzibar gems. They're like some of the easiest things to grow, and I managed to kill some. Because they grow out of these like potato bulb things. Zanzibar gem bulb. So like they grow like these little potato sack things like this. See these little potato boys? Except one of them, so one of these stems, is my camera frozen again for like the 8,000th time this year? Is there ever a time where shit doesn't freeze? So anyway, as I was saying, these stems here, one of these guys, fucking let me show chat what I'm talking about. I hate you. So one of these stems, originally, it looked like it was dying. It started going brown and like drying out, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And it was only one of them. I couldn't work it out. And when I went to, I was like, fuck it. I just need to take it out of the pot and see what's going on. So I took everything out of the pot, and what happened was these little bulb things, when I separated all of them, this one by itself, it had the one that was the stem that was connected to this one was like the one that was dying. And it was because the one that was dying was connected to the little potato sack thing, but didn't have any roots attached to it. This one had those thick roots attached, but the bulb that was attached to them was like, it had burst. It looked like a real sad, empty scrote or something. So, yeah. But it seems to be living kind of just from... But I'm curious to see eventually if it grows another bulb out of the roots. I don't know if that's how they work, but yeah. Yeah, it was a sad scrote. It exploded. Apparently rosemary is unkillable, according to my mother-in-law, but I've killed 4 cuttings she planted and grew for me. I know. Yeah, plant update. Hey, Ironhead. Ignoring that side of the rock is the other side of noon. Hey, miserable. My sister's tip is to visit Bunnings with a jumper with deep pockets and pull the leaves off the succulents you like. Yeah, I mean, that's true, though. Plant biddies! Hey, mofo!
Plant biddies.
Hey.
Hibiscus.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I don't think I would be... my succulents are essentially dying. I think I've lost all of them except one, to be honest. So, like, these ones are the only 2 that I have left. Really proud my maiden hair is thriving. Oh my God, you're so lucky. They're so incredibly pretty, but they're so hard to look after. But I'm pretty sure if I didn't repot mine so soon into such a massive pot, I think I would have been able to keep it alive. But I fucked up. That was my bad. That was my bad. But these are the only 2 succulents I have left. I've got this little bum boy. And this one, which looks like it's dying a horrible, horrible death because it has like this black spot on it that I don't know what it is. And it's lost a lot of weight over time. So I don't know what's up with it, but it is what it is. They'll just run their course, I suppose, and we'll see. And yeah, and I just have like parlor palms that just kind of chill forever. Never seen one of them. My magic fingers, yeah, were like where I kill plants with them. I've killed so many plants, it's ridiculous. But I've also saved a few. I've saved some plants. We tried to resuscitate some of them. Hey, you just missed all me plants, but that's all right. Yeah, exactly. Oh, don't tell me all the honey is all the way at the bottom and I have no spoon. Oh, no. I'm going to have to grab a spoon, chat. Give me 1 sec. Oh, no, I spat on ya. Now I need to catch my breath. Because I just showed you my entire plant clip. Well, not all of them, but thanks for putting up with me showing you all my plants. I'm happy now. Now we can, I will allow us to play the video games.